Mr. Navin Juneja, the Director and Group CFO at Talbros Automotive, is also joining us to talk to us about their earnings as well. Hi, thank you so much for making time and speaking with us. Let's start by discussing your earnings itself, because overall it looked like it was a decent set and the margins have improved on a YOY basis as well, and the order inflows have been strong as well. Could you talk to me about where the margins are likely to move from here on? It's already at 15%.
Last quarter, thank you for having me on the show, first of all. And yes, we have a very good margin in the last quarter. Last quarter, our EBITDA margin was around 15%. And keeping in view the traction we are getting in this quarter and expected in the future quarters, we hope to maintain this margin, maybe a little better in the last 2 quarters. The major growth in I think the balance of the year is from the OE segments, also in India, like passenger vehicles, commercial vehicles, plus export. We are betting very heavily on export, and especially in my forging division and my Marelli division of chassis. So this is the way forward we look, and we are expecting to have a growth of around 18% to 20% in the current year.
Okay, expecting 18 to 20% growth in this year. Margins are likely to be maintained. But I also wanted to talk about your order book, because last year as a whole, we had seen order inflows of 1,000 crores, while in first quarter, we've already managed to do around 400 crores. What's your own expectation in terms of the order inflows for rest of the year? What will be the order book, let's say, by end of FY24?
It's very difficult to, that is very difficult to commit a number, but we are hopeful that we are able to achieve the same growth as order book, which we achieved last year. So we are in the process of negotiating 2 or 3 big orders. So I think by the end of this quarter or early next quarter, we will announce those numbers.
Mr. Juneja, we understand that Hero and Bajaj, both of these big companies are your clients, and there's so much action happening on their new model launch front. Hero says many more models in the rest of the year. Bajaj already has come out with. Are you getting orders from the premium bikes? Have you test driven any of them?
Last time also you asked that question. I was not fully aware. Yes, we are in drum, and we were in Hayabusa also. We are in both the models of Hero and Bajaj. We are there. We are getting orders also in that. We already in the process of supplying these parts. Already there. We have checked my numbers.
Excellent.
Okay, so you're already there as far as these 2 companies are concerned. But if I can scratch that point further, you said 2-3 big orders are lined up and likely to be finalized over the next 2-3 months. What kind of orders are these? What could be the size? Is it a local 2-wheeler maker? Is it some export order? What kind of margins are you targeting? Some details?
Yeah, it's a mix of both domestic and export. I think 60% will be export, and regarding the size, it should be good one. I can't want to comment any number because I'm not aware as of today. But business size will be there. It will be substantial business. That I can say.
It's good to hear. And is that the reason you have a big target of around 2,200 crores in terms of sales by FY27? Is there a case that you're likely to achieve it even ahead of that, given the kind of order inflows you're witnessing?
Of course, I will want to stick to my target of 2,200 as of today. Let's see after 1 year how the thing moves.
And just last question, the differential in terms of margins of exports versus domestic, what does that stand at?
It's about 3 to 5%.
Okay, so exports is higher by 3 to 5%. Yeah, and given the fact that the overall share of export is going up, so margins will also inch higher. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. A quick conversation, but details in terms of the growth outlook, 18 to 20% in FY24, and the margins are likely to be sustainable as well.